Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger. So the Ultra Instinct Goku trailer has dropped, so hey, let's break it down. This character radiates power, by the way, so I think it'll be a fun one to play. So the first thing we have to look at is almost assuredly his stand heavy. Now this has been shown before, and to mention, as we have mentioned before, it does seem to knock the enemy up and away versus just kind of directly across into the wall. So don't expect any like re-jump combos for him, very similar to Dragon Ball Super Broly. Another thing we have seen before, so this seems to be a projectile style stance or counter. So if you get hit by a projectile, be it a beam or basic E-blast, you'll kind of zap to the other side no matter where the enemy will be. Doesn't seem to be a guaranteed hit in any shape or form, but it does seem to be when you appear behind them, you probably will have a decent amount of frame advantage. Now when it comes to a proper counter, we seem to have it. So Goku takes a stance, and if he hits you, he just powers up like it's a Fist of the North Star, and he blasts you down to the ground in a very savage manner. Now, this move, at first glance, it may look like an instant transmission style move, like similar to Blue Goku or something. But going by the old V-jump scans we had here, the translation had it that this move is only possible after being knocked back. So you actually have to have gotten hit first before you can pull this move off. If so, very interesting indeed. Next up, also going by the V-jump scan, this move was listed as unblockable, and I guess we know why, because this definitely reads as a command grab. So Goku, if he gets you, he'll set up the orb, set up some more orbs, and then blast you to Kingdom Come. Now here we have a classic beam attack, except it's a little different as you can tell, as he leaps up in the air. Now also, according to the V-Jump magazine scan, it was stated this might be a modular style move, in that you apparently might be able to determine the angle of your jump, be short or high or that kind of stuff. This one here, a little less sure what's going on. So obviously there's a jumping kick of some form, which is then followed by the big old boot into a wall bounce. Now this actually might be a normal into like a down heavy or something. This move is not in the original Famitsu scan showing off all of his specials. So yeah, it just very well might be a normal. This here could very well be a basic Ki Blast. If so, very interesting. Covers a very good angle, right? Catching people jumping at the back of the screen has always been an issue, and that's why certain projectiles like Broly, basic Ki Blast, or Kid Goku Beam has always been so valuable, because it's a hard to reach part of the screen, right? So whatever it is, definitely going to be good. The next move we see has a bunch of rushing fists into a big follow-up into a knee dive. Now this is enhanced, as you can see here, with the orange flash. And also, just so you know, as per the Famitsu article, this move is air only, cannot do it on the ground. Also, you're probably noting that actually there is a side switch at the end. Now normally, nobody likes a side switch, right? It's always annoying to deal with. However, as we'll show a little bit later on here, the Goku level 3 also is a side switching level 3. So in combination with that, if you level 3 right afterwards, assuming you're allowed to, anyways, I don't know, then you'll just side switch back into the corner and get some delicious Oki. For this move here, going by the Famitsu scans, this apparently is his invincible reversal, so dragon uppercut style of move. It's an inherently invasive move. Also, Jiren returns to neutral quite a bit later than Goku does. Maybe there's a potential follow-up, I don't know. But this seems to be a invincible reversal, so if you're pressured, hey, you got some defensive options to work with. Another very interesting move here is this thing. This basically reads as a traditional beam. The trailer seems to cut out a lot of the startup, because I can't believe it's going to start up that fast. Otherwise, it's kind of busted. Visually, very interesting. But it does read to me as basically his regular beam attack. Could also potentially be a Ki Blast, not sure, but yeah. The trailer, the way it reads to me, is they're cutting out a bit of the startup. Here's another one we have seen before, but we never got to see the startup before. So the startup here is he kind of takes like, I don't know, like a caveman stance, and he hits you on the other side. So the frame before it hits, Goku actually is on the other side of Jiren. So this actually might be a cross-up style move, I'm not too sure. But the way it's visually represented, that's what it is telling me. We see the projectile parry stance again. However, there's a story to be told here. Goku actually takes a tiny step forward first before it goes off. So it looks like we might be able to activate the stance and still have some mobility after the fact. And from there we go to Super. So a very fancy level 1 to be sure, big old punch. And an extra fancy level 3 here, with a giant overcompensating Kamehameha, and yet, once again, this is a side-switching super, and yo, that's a big beam. And that's UI Goku as we now know him for now. So he will be coming out this month here, and that will be May 22nd. So when he comes out, hey, make sure to check the channel. I'll have your combos, I'll have your guides, and everything else you'll need. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm impressed. At the very least, visually, he's a very cool looking character. Maybe he's the worst character in the game when he comes out, who knows? I doubt it. He also might be coming with a balance patch. Don't know for sure yet. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, very impressive character, and he looks very diverse in his gameplay. It looks like he's gonna have a lot of options to work with. And to me, that's always a good thing anyways. But anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.